Thank you, Imran. Assalamu alaikum, all ladies and gentlemen. I am very, very pleased that the chairman of the Zimbabwe Cricket Board is here today. We have a very old relationship with Zimbabwe. Pakistan was one of the countries that's actually proposed and sponsored the admission of Zimbabwe as a full member of the ICC in 1992. And the first country that Zimbabwe visited was Pakistan in 1993 for a full tour. That was their first full tour as a member. And since then, I think this is the fifth tour by Zimbabwe to Pakistan. So you can see we've had a strong relationship, a very good relationship, one of mutual respect, and we work well together for the betterment of cricket around the world. I'm particularly interested in Zimbabwe. Their team, as we saw the other day, they've got a huge amount of potential. There was a time when they were beating us quite easily. 2 or 3 times we've lost matches to them, and other countries have too. And I'm very hopeful that Zimbabwe will come back to the same level with the leadership that the board has. So I'm delighted to welcome you, Doc. Welcome to Pakistan, and a great pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Isan. Assalamu alaikum. It's a great place to be in Pakistan. I've been here a couple of times, and as the chairman has indicated that we share a long, rich history between our two countries, not only in cricket, but even between our two governments. There is cordial cooperation in various areas. But most importantly, in the area of cricket, we have that long history that we share as countries. For us as Zimbabwe, it's very important that the world of cricket understands the need to bring back international cricket to Pakistan. Pakistan is a very important member of the family of nations insofar as cricket is concerned. And it's our role, all together, big and small nations, to ensure that the return of international cricket to Pakistan is something that we work towards. The chairman told me that there are 8 cricket stadiums in this country that the PCB runs on a day-to-day basis at great cost. It's great pity that expenditure goes to no cricket, and the amount of cricketers the number of cricketers, quality cricketers that Pakistan has produced over the years, and that they will continue to produce in the coming years. It's everyone and every nation's role to make sure that we secure the international tours to Pakistan. And it's important that we can question and ask the security situation in Pakistan when you are in Pakistan. You can't cast aspersions on a people, on a nation, in their ability to deliver an event when you don't tour them. So when you do come to Pakistan, you then have a feel and understanding of what it is that the PCB is over the past few years tried to do to make sure that cricket is played here. So we have got first-hand information, as opposed to being an armchair critic, and you criticize them when you don't come here. And in any case, we believe as Zimbabwe Cricket that the situation in Pakistan can only improve by having cricket played within Pakistan. So we are here first and foremost to show solidarity to our brothers here in Pakistan, and for the good of world cricket. As a nation, we also know and have gone through a phase of isolation, so we know what it means to be isolated. So we empathize with the PCB and the cricket family in Pakistan. So that's why we are here. And we also have our own fair share of not having enough game time for our boys. So this is perfect for us to have our boys out here and play with their counterparts. So we are very delighted and excited to be here. We feel at home, so that you know we are very, very comfortable. We've been very well looked after here. The biosecurity bubble is very well maintained. It's a new norm for everyone. It's a learning curve for everyone. And I must thank the chairman and your board for all the plans that you have put in place. So far, it's flowing very well. And I believe our team has also taken notes so that when we are hosting, we replicate what you've seen here. So we are very happy and grateful to be here. Thank you.
Thank you for those wonderful remarks. We'll open the floor for questions. Just a quick note, please raise your hand, and once you're called out, you can ask the question. We'll start from this side of the hall, sir.
Thank you. Welcome you to Pakistan, and thank you for the words you have said about Pakistan cricket. My question is, do you think Pakistan deserves some compensation? Because in wake of good security we have had during the last 4 or 5 years, teams around the world were reluctant to come here to Pakistan. Now, Pakistan cricket deserves some compensation. What compensation you suggest from cricketing world to make up for the lost cause?
Thank you. I think what the world of cricket needs to appreciate is that this is not of the PCB making. Neither is it of the cricket family in Pakistan's making that Pakistan finds itself in the position that it is in. And because of that, it is important that every possible support is given to Pakistan in whatever form and shape that it can come from. And first and foremost is to come and play in Pakistan. We can then work and look at other ways of improving how Pakistan can move forward in the national. You'll appreciate that if there is no international cricket in Pakistan, years down the line would have affected even the development of cricket in Pakistan. Because really, look at a young man looking forward to play international cricket, and they rely on just seeing their idols on TV. That's not good enough. So first and foremost, the world must understand that Pakistan, number one, they've done everything possible within their capacity to make sure that international cricket comes back to Pakistan. And our role as the players within that international framework and within the family of nations is to complement the efforts that Pakistan is making in getting international cricket to come back to Pakistan. I think for me, that is the first port of call.
Thank you. Please.
Are you satisfied with the arrangement of security and hospitality from Pakistan Cricket Board and Government of Pakistan?
No, thank you. I'll go back to 2008, in 2007 when I first came to Pakistan. The arrangements were excellent. I then came here to watch the first PSL final in 2016 or 2015, there around. The arrangements were excellent. And I'll let you know that when I came in 2015, 2016, I actually came with a very high-ranking official from the government of Zimbabwe. I traveled with the minister to Pakistan, and he was very satisfied with what he has seen. And we are here again with this tour, and our team had been here in 2015. So our presence here bears testament to the fact that all the time that we have been in Pakistan, with or without issues, we have been very satisfied with the arrangement that PCB does put in place at all times when they host us.
think that there is some need of more support in the ICC board level because a lot of countries not touring Pakistan in this pandemic, and Pakistan did a huge favor to England by traveling there and playing a test series. Do you think there's a need to have more unity at the ICC board level?
Thank you. I mean, these 3 ODIs that we are playing are Super League games. They are ICC Super League games. So it goes without saying that that support at that level is necessary and is needed. And if that support comes, it would make it even easier for the doubting Thomases, if you want, to visit Pakistan and to understand that there is need for everyone to be here. And we'll continue to work closely with Ehsan, who have worked for many years together. You know, he understands the troubles of members. He has been to my country way back, I think in 2006, there around, when we had our own problems. So we work closely with other, nations to make sure that the Pakistani cause is advanced, and that support that you talk about, we look for it from each and every member around the table.
Do we have another question from the floor? Yeah, please.
My question to cricket Zimbabwe. Can you comment on Indian national coach action with your team?
No, thank you. As you're aware, we did make a press release that the Indian government, through their embassy in Zimbabwe, did request for our coach to be exempted to travel with the team for this particular tour. And it's just for that reason that he is not with us. But I must say that the Pakistan embassy had issued a visa to the coach. Yeah.
Do we have any other questions?
Also, is there any progress on the invitation we sent to England and Wales?
We're talking about a short visit by not the main team. They're going to be in Sri Lanka. But it's important from a country perspective, like the MCC team that visited Pakistan, is that we get another visit. We've got 2 important tours coming up in 21 and 22, with Australia first and then England. So the messages that go through these sort of short tours is very, very powerful. We are very grateful to Bangladesh, to Sri Lanka, and now Zimbabwe for sending their full teams. There can't be a more powerful message that each one of them has said that they're very comfortable with the security arrangements, they're very comfortable with how we are handling the biosecurity arrangements. And obviously for Pakistan, the main thing is that cricket is taking place in Pakistan.
Are there any other questions on the floor?
So any ICC members are coming to Pakistan for this year? ICC
There's a problem of people traveling because of COVID-19. For example, if we have people from England coming, they have to go back and go into self-isolation for 2 weeks. But I'm very hopeful that if the English side comes, we will get some of their top officials coming to Pakistan. They've been there before. Tom Harrison, the chief executive of ECB, has been to Pakistan before. Ed had the previous chief executive of Cricket Australia, Kevin Roberts. And we look forward to welcoming the board officials as soon as travel permits.
जनूबी अफ्रीका की टीम का तकरीबन ऐलान हो चुका है दौरे का, वो सिक्योरिटी टीम कब आ रही है?
Security team is arriving tomorrow. And then they will be in isolation for 1 or 2 days. They will then go from Islamabad to Lahore for a visit, to Karachi and then Lahore. Yes, of course. We are looking forward to touring Zimbabwe. Our boys always enjoy being there. The chairman of the Zimbabwe board mentioned that I've been to Zimbabwe 3 times. I've always enjoyed my visits there, and Our players have enjoyed playing there. It's a great experience. We want to, if anything, expand the amount of cricket we play with Zimbabwe. We don't only have our national team sides, we have our women's side, we have the under-19s, we have our A teams. We need to develop these tours, because the more youngsters play in different environments, the better they will get. And we look forward to hosting sides from Zimbabwe similarly.